Hello, I'm Ambersite,
And I'm Melodious Nocturne.
and today we'll be reading to you Stairs. My house is old. It's by far the oldest house on our block. We tried to liven it up, to make it comfy, and we did a pretty good job.
That is two ants.
That is in fact two ands. Proofreading. It's your friend.
That's not on us, that's on the author. Just saying.
Yeah. We put colorful rugs on the freezing concrete. Lamps in every corner. Is that comfy for where you come from, or?
I mean, I personally don't find lamps everywhere and a few rugs on freezing concrete that comfy.
What about, chairs or couches or a TV, family photos, potted plant?
Come on, those things don't make the room comfy. It's all on the lamps.
Why does an old house have concrete floors?
Looking ahead a sentence or so, why does an old house have concrete floors when it has a basement? That is structurally unsound.
It really is.
Unless they're talking about putting, the colorful rugs on the basement floor, and that just doesn't make sense.
And lamps in the basement. Basements usually just have overhead lights. It's not really a place you put a lamp. Unless you have a particularly dark basement, then you don't really go a lamp so much as other forms of light.
You don't, unless you have a particularly dark basement, in which case you don't necessarily go a lamp so much as, I'm never going down there.
That place is dead to us, Jimmy. Throw something down there if you don't want it anymore.
I know I do. Why is that, Papa? Well, you see, Jimmy. See how it's nighttime outside, and you see how it's all dark, it's overcast? That basement is darker than that. That's a bad sign.
What do you mean by that, Papa? What I mean is that basement has 7 windows.
We're never going down there again.
Alright. Every room was nice and modern, except the basement.
Does the basement need to be modern?
Not really.
I feel like that's kind of implied. Maybe that's just me by the statement, but
Basements are usually just storage spaces. Unless you're one of those few people who have a basement that's actually a living space of some kind, but that's usually a large family or someone who's built their house specifically for for a basement to have a family function in mind.
Or the stereotypical loser dude who just lives in his parents' basement.
It's true.
I guess that's just a personal thing, because I know I've never really encountered a basement that was really used as a family area that much.
No, neither have I, really.
Just storage and tornadoes. Staying away from, that is.
Yeah. When I was a little kid, I would sprint up the stairs, coming up from the basement. I don't know what I was afraid of.
You were afraid of the basement. Having been in basements before, you were afraid of the basement. The fun thing about basements is, at the very least, they probably have pipes down there, which kind of subtly vibrate so that you don't actively hear it, but your brain still notices it. So your brain thinks it's about to get fucking eaten. Alternatively, I know my basement, you might have a lot of electrical stuff down there, which creates these fun things called electrical magnetic fields, which, much like with the subtle vibrations, makes your brain go fucking crazy and think something's about to eat it. What I'm saying is, the very nature of basements is, they're creepy as hell.
Paranoia. They're just full of things that make you paranoid.
Yeah, that too.
Anyway. Maybe a ghost. Or a monster in the dark behind me. Waiting for me to turn around so it can catch me, and I don't know what it would do.
Eat you.
It's true, monsters would, that's the function of a monster is to eat you.
Unless it made you a cookie.
In which case, you're running away from it very fast, and it's going to eat you for being rude.
Yeah.
But now, as a 17-year-old boy,
Prime douchebag age.
I'm walking up the stairs from my basement, and my childish fears, long repressed, are coming back. I tell myself to shut up, but that dark part in the back of my head tells me to run, to get out now. More than anything, I want to rocket up those stairs as I did as a child. But I force my feet to take even normal steps. Why? Just run up the stairs. You're in the safety of your own house. Who is going to judge you? And the people who are judging you are going to think you were just going up the stairs a little bit quicker to get, I don't know, upstairs a little bit quicker.
I think the people that heard you coming up quicker would make the correct assumption that you were coming up the stairs quicker to get out of the creepy-ass basement.
Also, the people who would judge you are your parents. The ones who are used to you going quickly out of the basement. Because you've done that all your life.
And then if they are judging you, they'll just be like, Psh, Johnny, 17 years old, still running up the stairs in the basement, what a jackass. And then they'll immediately go to the basement and get eaten by a monster. I know. I feel like I've seen that in a movie before.
Johnny, don't know nothing about no basements. Oh, there's something down here.
Oh god, Johnny was right!
All those years, and they never believed me.
All those years, and it turns out I was the person in my house with the strongest survival instincts.
Seriously, if you're ever going up the stairs and you just get that urge just to dash up them because, I don't know, you're walking upstairs and you turn out your lights down in the floor below you, just jog up the stairs. No one's gonna care.
Also, listening to your brain there will be good practice for listening to your brain when might actually be a threat going on. Like, you don't want to be walking down the street and then just be like, oh, I feel like I should move a little quicker. Oh, it's probably gonna... Oh, nope, I got stabbed.
Oh, you got mugged. Oh, look, there was a light source with like 7 people over there, 10 feet away, that I could have easily made it to. But now I'm stabbed in an alley. I'm going to bleed out.
Sometimes it pays to listen to your brain, kids. Not always, but sometimes.
I feel the overwhelming urge to look behind me. But I also want to win the battle of paranoia that's going on in my brain.
You are not going to win that fight. That is an impossible fight to win. Just run up the stairs.
Listen. Your brain wins every fight you're in because your brain has the final word in every fight you're in with your brain. Because it's your brain. Listen, kids, if you feel paranoid, you don't win a victory by not running up those stairs. You could eat by a monster.
That is a fantastic Aesop to give out. Remember, run up the stairs, or you will get eaten by a monster.
It's true.
Maybe I'll tell that to my kids someday.
Well, I guess we're about to find out if that was true or not.
Oh yeah, there's like 2 sentences left.
So, I slowly walk up this seemingly endless staircase, my palms sweating and my heart racing the entire way.
See, as it may have come across, I've done that before where, I decided to go up the stairs quickly because I thought my basement was creepy. But at no point did my heart really do what I would describe as racing, or my palms started sweating. This is a legitimate case, I think, of your brain going, oh god, there's something here, there's something here, there's something here. This is not a drill. No, I know the last, 20 times it was me fucking with you, but this time, no. This time. This is the time. For the love of God, please.
He has adrenaline going.
Yes.
Your brain uses adrenaline when it thinks there's a legitimate threat.
Not so much when your brain is just fucking with you because of the pipes and electricity.
When your brain thinks that that thing behind you is, making noise as it climbs up the stairs and you can hear it. It'll give you a little adrenaline so you can run a little faster. This asshole is not running a little faster.
Like I said earlier, 17. Prime douchebag age.
But about 10 steps from the top, I feel an ice-cold hand close around my ankle. And that's the end.
It then proceeded to climb up the stairs, get just behind him and whisper into his ear. Hi. Hello. I owe your family a lot of rent, I know. Here, take my money. I apologize for being so late on the payment. It then proceeded to slink back down into the dark abyss, never to be seen again.
It's true. Okay, my problem here is where the fuck has this monster been for the past, all of this kid's life?
Maybe it was waiting for that time when he didn't, kind of get more of a sense of urgency going up the stairs. Because at that point, it's like, oh, that son of a bitch, he's challenging me.
But the fact that he's saying his childish fears long repressed are finally coming back means that he has many times just kind of walked up the staircase.
Or maybe he just never really went to the basement.
No, you go to the basement eventually. We all go to the basement eventually.
That's fair. How big is that staircase leading up from the basement to the main floor? Because if he was like 10 steps from the top, but he was going up, he described as what seemed like an endless staircase, I kind of didn't really take that for much at first, but the fact that he still had like 10 steps to go, or did he get grabbed when he was like, did the paranoia start like right as he got on the steps?
I don't know.
Because I feel like in that case, that should further fuel the argument of getting a little bit of hurry on.
Yeah. What sort of house is like an endless staircase from the basement? Those are like 20 steps. You don't really need a basement that has the height of
You know what house has a basement that the stairs leading up to it can be best described as endless? The kind that was designed by a fucking asshole.
I mean, this is an old house. It's not gonna have a basement that's like staring down into the endless abyss.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll have that when the lights aren't on because it's a basement, and those have no external light sources.
Except for when they do.
Except for when they do. Like half basement things. But the best I can say is he was saying endless staircase out of a place of fear where he feels frightened, and thus the staircase that has it feels like it's stretching away from him.
Yeah. I think I kind of like this one.
It's
nice that it kind of, like the fear of the basement thing when we're kids and shit, it kind of taps into that, which I think most, if not all of us, can relate to.
It's nice and all, but the ending is just kind of cliche for me.
Yeah, that's fair. It wasn't overly long, though. Gotta give it that.
Yeah, no, it was short. Short and sweet.
Cliche ending. But hey.
Well, I guess that's about all we have for this one.
Yeah. If you have a story you'd like for us to read, leave it in the comments, and we'll leave a link to this in the description.
Thank you all for joining us.
Thanks for watching.